Shalom, Israel. First, I want to start by giving all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Double honors into the elders, apostles, and bishops of GMS Great Millstone who rule well. And shalom unto you sincere Akim and Akwath. My name is Yeshaya. And I'm going to do a video pursuant to Proverbs 25 and 14. It says, "Whoso boasted himself of a false gift, is like clouds and a wind without rain." All right. And, ultimately, of a false gift, you can see if the Lord is not dealing with a certain individual, man. I saw a video that the Apostle Qadash, made a reaction to, IUIC going off on the name of the Lord yet again, right? We glory the Lord. The Lord has bestowed, his gift upon his men, right? Who work diligently to spread this truth and walk in righteous ways. In a world full of wickedness, the Lord has selected a certain given people. And there's going to be a lot of people, especially as we get closer and closer to these end times, who will boast a false gift, right? And really, man, they're gonna prophesy to be this great tree, but bear absolutely no fruit when fruit is needed. But those that believe in the Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, they're growing under the Lord. They're growing under the Lord's terms and under the Lord's dictation, ultimately, man. And guess what? When the time comes for that tree to produce its fruits, the elect will be abundant, more than abundant, as in, it'll never err. It'll always have fruits, no matter what. But, the trees on this rotten world, full of all these false prophets, wicked people, and people with cloaks of covetousness, right? Covetousness, these people constantly, it's just a wicked world we live in, man. And I don't mean to ramble too much, but I wanted to just bring that out. I'm going to get Psalm 62. I'll start at the top. This is a Psalm of David. "Trust my soul waiteth upon God, for him cometh my salvation." So Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, we have our salvation under him ultimately, man. It's really easy to get lost in the truth, and it's real easy to get lost as you observe other individuals. You pray and hope that that you don't fall away yourself. We're in the flesh ultimately, man. These chains of darkness, you have to stay upon your P's and Q's at all times, otherwise you may be caused to err, right? And we have to understand that the Lord is ultimately our end goal. This is our total everything, man. So you boasting in a gift, you cannot do that ultimately, because it's the Lord that chooses whether you have that gift. And we're going to put a pause on this real quick to get this precept of John 15 chapter. I might as well just start at the top here, actually. John 15 and 1, it says, "I am the true vine, and my Father is the husbandman." All right, and that goes into the fact that the Lord is going to build you up, right? "Every branch in me that beareth not fruit, he taketh away." And that's the process of chastenment through the Lord. "And every branch that breaketh fruit, or beareth fruit, he purgeth it, that it may bring forth more fruit." The Lord is constantly cutting you down to build you up more. A lot of things that you may understand now may not be understood in totality. You may not understand why you do these certain things, and you like, Lord, I want to stop. But then all of a sudden you go through a real heavy period, you catching straight hell for a minute, and then all of a sudden you start understanding how this shit works. Let's get Sirach 4 to go precept John 15, and it says we'll start at 11. It says, "Wisdom exalteth her children, and layeth hold of him that seek her. He that loveth her loveth life." And what is this? Wisdom, man. "And they that seek her early shall be filled with joy. He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory." Right? And that's a true gift, understand, having this wisdom, man, that has been given to you through the rawchaa Qadash, the Spirit, the Holy Spirit, from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Right? "He that holdeth her fast shall inherit glory, and whatsoever she entereth, the Lord will bless. They that serve her shall minister to the Holy One, and them that love the Lord doth love. Whoso giveth the ear unto her shall judge the nations, and he that attendeth unto her shall dwell securely. If a man committed himself unto her, he shall inherit her, and his generation shall hold her in possession. For he that first she will walk by him crooked ways. And this is also a part of that process of the Lord chastening you, man. You're going to come into the truth, and that's Ecclesiastes 1:18, for much wisdom, much sorrow, roughly paraphrasing. The more you understand, the harder it's going to get. It's not a thing where it's like the better you're at is the easier it's going to get. Certain aspects of the truth, yes, man. When it comes to following the laws and you understanding how to navigate. But when it comes to the level of demons that you fucking face as you progress, further and further, they get stronger and stronger. Right? And it says, and bring fear upon him and torment him with her discipline until she may trust his soul and trust him by her laws. Right? And this is all, a matter of the Lord, the Lord's going to court you. Right? He ultimately knows who's his elect are. That's been preset before time. And we understand that in the stage that we're at, the elect is meant to be gathered. Right? And you want to be a part of that elect. Right? But also, if you love the Lord, you feedeth his flock, so you're supposed to continue to do the work of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, which is a true gift. A false gift is misleading and causing confusion throughout Israel, which we understand is happening a lot nowadays, man. All these wayward doctrines. Don't be watching multiple camps, man. Unless you, are a seasoned veteran, and you watch other camps to break them down and, get those laws. But don't seek edification from a fucking trash can when you got a golden dove with golden eggs, simply that's all it is, man. Don't turn in your Lamborghini for a fucking '05 Camry, right? At the end of the day, you got everything that you need, in the great millstone, which is, which you should be learning under, because the Lord has set, certain men to have the sound truth, man. How is there going to be stumbling blocks if every single camp is correct? If every camp is correct, the elect would be gathered that many times faster, and shit, we'd probably be out of here, man. But that's not the situation that we're in, man. There has to be stumbling blocks, even in Israel. Just as there's stumbling blocks in the world, the Lord makes sure that his elect, are going to be built up correctly, man. The elect are going to be, cause of judges. Being a part of the elect it's a very heavy thing as well, man. Got big responsibilities. You're going to be judging even the angels in the kingdom, right? And you got to understand what this fucking evil world is. You got to understand how to judge that. You have to understand both sides. The judges of this world, they only understand the political side of, and they say they're unbiased, but ultimately, man, when you got trials of, Jake's being killed on death row, even though they were proven not guilty, shows that, Esau doesn't know what the fuck they're talking about when it comes to judging righteously, man. And that's why we send prayers upon this land, this evil land, who's just, the earth is given into the hand of the wicked, and this is the wicked. And the biggest nigga of them all that boasted a false gift is Esau Edom, who tries to portray a God complex, man. They try to have total control, and that's what they're pushing forward to. And that's another big stumbling block for the 2/3 as well as the rest of the nations of the world that are going to take the charagma. And it's important that you do not take that charagma, and it's important that the Lord is dealing with you to give you the spirit to endure the time of Jacob's trouble when things are going to get so bad that you're going to take it through pure fucking weakness, right? And that's humbly said by every single man, because you understand that, like, hey, time of Jacob's trouble is going to be a time as bad as any other time we've known. And you got to really, really stick to the Lord. So if you're not in this truth in full faith, you're not accepting the gift of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi and taking it humbly and working and laboring with it, right? And doing what you got to do in this truth while we're here in grace, right? Then, if you're not doing that, then you're going to fucking die. That goes for anybody, right? Anybody. Death is awaiting, man. And it says, then she will return unto him straightways and comfort him and shew her his secrets. But if he go wrong, she will forsake him and give him over to his own ruin. And that can happen even in Jacob's trouble. You might make it through this period. But then the time that Jacob's trouble comes, you're in a fall week, and then bam, the Lord is going to give you into your own ruin, right? Because ultimately, man, let's go back to John 15. Ultimately, man, let's just get this real quick. It says, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. There should be one that says, for you have not chosen me, but I have chosen you. I'm sure we'll get to it here in a second. So like, I don't want to make the video too long, but I want to make sure this is off of my spirit. Where we leave off. So we left off here, cleaning you through the word. Now you are clean through the word which I have spoken unto you. The Lord is, giving you a gift to be able to know how to walk righteously. That's a true gift, not a false gift where you say to other people that you walk righteously, talking about the law, but you forsake the law, right? That's what the fuck these people are on nowadays, man. It says, abide in me and I in you, as the branch cannot bear fruit of itself except it abide in the vine, nor can ye except ye abide in me, right? So the fact of the matter is we need the Lord at the end of the day, just as a vine needs water and proper soil to grow, and a husbandman, right, a farmer to tend to it the appropriate ways and give it everything it needs to grow into a beautiful vine, is a relationship between us and the Lord, man. We call upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, praying, day and night to the Heavenly Father through Yahawah Mashiach, the intercessor, right? And it's a hope that we may be built up from what the Lord expects us, and hope to be a part of that elect. It says, I am the vine, you are the branches, he that abideth in me and I in him. The same branch bringeth much fruit, for without me you can do nothing. If a man abide in me, he has cast forth a branch and is withered. Men gather them and cast them in the fire, and they are burned. If you abide in me, and in my words abide in you, ye shall ask what ye will, and it shall be done unto you. Herein my Father glorified, that ye bear much fruit, so ye shall be my disciples. As the Father hath loved me, so have I loved you. Continue ye in my love. And ultimately, man, the Lord loves his elect more than the elect's mothers love them, man. The Lord knows how many hairs are on your head. The Lord knows everything about you on every single level, right? The Lord knows how to take care of you. There's probably been times where you probably could have faced death, but you left the crib 5 minutes earlier, There's probably been times where you could have fucking been in a whole pickle, you know what I'm saying? And the Lord has actually guided you out of that, man. And you don't know. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we see that the Lord works with us because you're in the truth. You woke up in the truth today as a blessing, and you're in the sound doctrine, man. Continue to, thank Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi that may be true for you. You continue to wake up every day in the truth. There's going to be slumps, there's going to be goods, there's going to be bads, but at the end of the day, this is our true gift of being in this truth in totality, in wholeheartedness and sincerity, and having true faith in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and understanding that, ultimately, man, we're here because of the Lord. We're here for the Lord, and that's really what it's about, man. The Lord. If you keep my commandments, ye shall abide in my love, even as I kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. These things have I spoken unto you, that my joy might remain in you, that your joy might be full. This is my commandment, that ye love one another as I have loved you. Greater love hath no man than this, that a man lay down for his friends. You are my friends, if you do whatsoever I command you. So, the Lord said, you are my friends. This is in the red, man. This is Yahawashi speaking. You are my friends. That's elect, man. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servants knoweth not what their Lord doeth, but I have called you my friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you, man. So the Lord has spread, his knowledge to his elect, man. Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go bring forth fruit, and that fruit should remain it, that whosoever you shall ask of the Father in my name, he shall give you. These things I commanded you, that ye love one another. If the world hates you, you know that it hated me before you. So if you were of the world will love his own. But because you are not of the world, I have chosen you out of the world. Therefore the world hateth you. So ultimately we understand that, Yahawashi has, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi has the elect, man. The elect members that the Yahawashi calls his friends, and being a part of that elect, you enjoying heirs under Yahawashi Mashiach in the kingdom. That is a gift. That is the true gift. And people who are saying that the name of the Lord is Jesus Christ, Jesus, the letter J didn't come by till John Trusino in 1524 during the Renaissance period, right? That's basic things that you can look up. Before that was Greek and the Azus, man. And we understand that, through the Spirit, that the rawchaa, the Qadash, the Hebrew, is the real language that is spoken by the Lord, And ultimately, other camps that are saying this is that and that is this, and they're going off on a daily basis. Stick to the milk, stick to the meat, man. And you find that in GMS Great Millstone, right? You got 5-star, 5-star Michelin stars over here of meat and milk, but instead you go over to the fucking Texas Roadhouse. Don't do that, man. You gotta understand where it's at and where to get it, man. This is exactly where it's at, because the Lord has ultimately set up certain men in Israel to do this job, to have the sound doctrine. Let's go back to Psalm 62, and we'll end it off here. And it says, He is my rock and salvation. He is my defense. I shall not be greatly moved. How long will ye imagine mischief against a man? Ye shall be slain of you as a bowing wall. Ye shall be as a tottering fence, that only consult to cast him down from his excellency. They delight in lies. They bless with their mouth, but they will curse inwardly. Salah. My soul, wait thou upon Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, for my expectation is from him. He is my rock, my salvation. He is my defense. I will not be moved. And Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi is my salvation and my glory. The rock of my strength, my refuge is in God. Trust in him at all times. You people, pour out your heart before him. God is a refuge for us. Surely men of lower degree are vanity, men of high degree are a lie. But to be laid in balance, they altogether lighter than vanity. Right? So ultimately this world is vanity. But the Lord is our rock. The Lord is our salvation. The Lord is our anchor to our soul. Right? And the Lord gives us this true gift. Going all the way back to Proverbs 25. It says, boast of himself a false gift. We understand what a false gift is now, because you understand what a true gift is. A false gift, is those that work against the Lord, man. These people that say that I am a prophet, I am chosen, I know what I'm talking about, and continue to go off. They're like clouds and wind without rain. Like a big ass blue ball for everybody that's trying to learn and be edified in Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And one more quick precept, I think it's Galatians 2. Or is it 3? Salak. It's not coming to me. It's this one right here, Salakia. I don't know why that took me so long to read, but we'll go with we'll just skip over to 11. It says, but I clarify you, brethren, that the gospel which was preached unto me was not after man, for I neither received it of man, neither was I taught it by the revelation of Yahushua Mashiach. We have heard of my conversation in the past time in the Jews' religion, now that beyond measure I persecute the church of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and profit the Jews' religion above any equals in my own nation, being more exceedingly zealous of the tradition of my fathers, but it pleases Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, who separated me from my mother's womb and called me by his grace to reveal and his son in my name, and I might preach among the heathen immediately, conferring with the flesh and the blood. For neither I up to Jerusalem, which were apostles before me, but I went unto Abaria, returned again into Damascus. So Apostle Paul, if you read this actually in the, I think it's the GNT, I want to say, it's the fact that, Apostle Paul was once, held a high position as a, what's the word, man? I'm trying to remember the word. It's not coming to me right now. I got a big case of the brain fog because they spraying all these chemicals and shit. Fuck you, saw. But, they 1 in 23. They only heard the report. The man who formerly persecuted us is now preaching the faith he once tried to destroy, and they praised Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi because of it. So ultimately, at the end of the day, man, there's a right and there's a wrong, and a lot of people, these other camps, they may be sold out, right? We know a big one that sold out, the IUIC, man. We know that they sold out, right? And they push that fucked up wayward doctrine, which causes confusion unto Israel. But in this truth, you have to stick solid to what it is that this is, man. It is given unto us from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Stick to what is given to us from Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, because at the end of the day, just like we read in Psalm 62, any man high or low, it's all vanity at the end of the day, right? So none of this shit matters, none of these people matter. Stick to the truth. I pray this lesson was edifying. Salaki for that last part, but pray this lesson was edifying. I want to lastly give all honor, praise, and glory to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi Bahasham Qadash. Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi, Barakatah Yahawah, Barakatah Yahawashi. Shalom.